I'm Sam.
And I'm Greg.
We're human beings. And we like movies.
We'll be doing reviews of brand new releases,
Old classics,
entire sagas,
and even TV shows and video games.
This is Reaction Time.
What up, fam?
Hello.
Welcome to our podcast.
Episode
52,
where
we
are
going
to
talk
about
John
Wick
4.
12.
12. Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Man.
We did okay until
No, we did
12.
good. Have you ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah, of course.
Where they do the three-headed singing one. Oh,
It's a good one.
it's perfect.
We, Happy New Year,
Yeah, Happy New Year.
folks.
Woo.
Welcome to 2024, where we're talking about John Wick 4.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening today.
Whether you like it or not.
Talk about an intro. Woof. Whether you like it or not. Yeah. If you don't like it,
We're talking about John Wick
that's
4.
too bad. Yeah.
You're going to like it.
What's your favorite quote from this movie, Craig? You want to know what mine is?
I need a gun.
Mine is,
Yeah.
John Wick 4, released
my
in
gosh.
2023 and a month and on a day.
What?
I don't know what month or day. Oh.
I thought you said I was thinking like the anniversary was a month and a day, and I'm like, I think it was
Yes. March 24th, 2023. Wow. This was almost a year ago. Okay.
Holy crap.
We
I
are
thought it
late
was
to the
May.
party, but we're here.
We're here.
And we're going to talk about it.
Oh my gosh, we're going to talk about it.
And I mean, yeah, let's do a quick spoiler-free review.
Yes.
And then we'll jump into our spoiler review of it.
How would you rank all 4 John Wick movies?
Okay. 2.
Worst or best?
I'm going best to worst.
Best to worst.
Yeah, and I'm going overall.
Okay.
Okay. 2, 1, 3, 4.
Oh, so this is your least favorite.
Yeah, and I'll discuss kind of why.
Okay.
It has a lot of my favorite moments,
Okay.
but is my least favorite of the movies. But it's still pretty infinitely rewatchable. So it's hard to say if John Wick is a good movie or not, because it
Yeah.
really depends on what you want.
Yeah.
It is the gun version of Fast and Furious in a lot of ways. Yeah.
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 See, I would.
Okay, so what about you?
4.
This is your favorite
This is
one?
my favorite
Okay, cool.
one.
Okay.
4, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Okay, fair.
But the opening of 3 is like
That's true.
cream of the crop
Yeah.
some parts.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, I mean, so if you're listening to this and you haven't seen any John Wick movies, I don't know how to explain it to you. It's objectively poor acting on Keanu Reeves' part as far as dialogue goes.
Yes.
Great acting as far as gunplay and choreography goes.
Yeah. Gung Fu.
And really, yes.
Gun Fu, yeah.
And just really cool gunfighting. And
Everybody else's acting is usually pretty dang good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was going to say little to no story, but there's a story.
The first one definitely had a very good story. And then it gets a little dumb.
Yeah.
A lot
yeah,
of
it gets a
dumb
little
in
dumb.
some ways.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's what I call a Testosterone Tuesday movie is really what it comes out to.
It's what I call a Super Mario Brothers movie. You are going to watch Keanu Reeves kill a buttload of people
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yep. Yeah. And
Other than just keep the plot going.
that's pretty much it.
That's
I mean,
pretty
if,
much it.
if you're looking for a movie that will fulfill that need, John Wick 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 are a great watch. I mean, honestly, in a lot
And
of
nobody.
ways, they kind of blur
Oh, yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I consider it just one movie.
Yeah.
It's just John Wick.
Yeah.
I don't know where they start and stop. Couldn't tell you. If you just played them all at the same time, I couldn't tell you where a movie ended. If you cut out the credits and stuff and just let the movies roll, I don't know.
You're like, what scene?
No idea.
What's that from?
The first John Wick was 2014, right?
I know.
That's crazy. I thought it was
crazy.
2017 or 18 or something.
No.
And so it was like 10 years ago.
I think 1 and 2, there was a big break. And then I think 3 was pretty quickly after 2. And then 4 was
Let's see.
pretty quickly after
Let's find out real
3.
quick. John Wick 1. October 2024. John Wick 2. Yeah, sorry, 2014. John Wick 2, February of 2017. So like
3 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah, true.
And then John Wick 3, May 17th, 2019. So that was 2 years later.
Okay.
And then this one was 3 years
Oh,
later. So they
okay.
were basically like 2-3 years apart
Yeah,
each time. So, wow. 4 movies, 10 years.
Yeah. If you want some great action,
But yeah.
this series and also Nobody,
Yeah.
because Nobody's really good.
Nobody is a better movie
Yes.
than John Wick is overall.
Yes.
But yeah, this is a very cool movie.
There is a scene in this movie that has hit my little group of all-time favorite
Nice.
scenes ever.
Okay. I'm excited to know what it is.
Like, better than the bus scene in Nobody for me.
Wow.
Because that's like my top until this movie and a certain scene.
Okay.
And it
Sweet.
slightly has to do with nostalgia, but it's also just one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my
Cool.
life.
What are you going to give this on a scale from 1 to 10?
I got to give this a 9.9.
Oh my goodness.
I loved this movie.
Okay.
This is the Super Mario Brothers movie where I could care less how stupid the story is. And Keanu Reeves' acting was not great, but that's okay. He only said like 300 words. So
Yeah.
And half of those were, yeah.
Yeah.
But the action, oh my gosh, so good.
Okay, fair.
What are you going to give it?
Oh, I mean, it's so hard. It's so hard because it is all over the place, and you'll see it when we get into our breakdown of the scores. But I would give it a 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Call it a 9.
Yeah.
It feels really generous, but it does some really cool stuff, and also does some stuff that really bothers me a lot.
Okay.
So
I'm very curious.
Oh, we'll get into it.
I know
I'll
we
tell
will,
you. But yeah, so
I guess nothing with the story, like, bothered me. Like, it was like, okay, that's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, the story I was like fine with.
Yeah.
Was that the It guy? Is he the villain?
Yes. Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård.
I thought he was a decent villain, actually.
He was a decent villain, but his accent was not great.
Was it fake? Is he American? Well, he's what's his bucket's brother or something, right? It was just
the way he said stuff that just, it felt bad to me.
Yeah, I get it.
But no, he was a good villain, though.
Yeah, he was
I
good.
liked him. Yeah.
Yeah. Choreography was great for the most part.
Tracker was good.
Yeah. So
Kane was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's in a Star Wars show.
He is. He's a blind guy.
He's a blind guy that...
I don't think he's blind in real life, but he's just been typecast. Weird thing happening in the universe where a seeing guy gets typecast as a blind guy.
Yeah.
I see people getting typecast as the angry person, the funny person. The blind person?
The blind person. Not just the blind person, but
the blind person who knows Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird, that's a weird little niche right there, but I'm all for it. It's
Killer
fine.
soundtrack.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Very good.
So
very good
much
soundtrack.
Great music.
So, I mean, it has a lot going for it. I am excited to talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
It is one of those movies where it's like so fun and so good that it's a little more fun to talk about the bad. Well, there's a lot of good stuff that's fun to talk about, but it's also fun to talk about the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So
This is Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah. This is Pacific Rim.
But even cooler.
But cooler, yeah. Should we jump into it?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the podcast.
Subscribe on YouTube.
On all the things you're listening.
X.
YouTube. Check us out on X.
Join the Discord.
Join that Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, follow our YouTube, bro. We got a Harry Potter tournament going right now.
It's getting hundreds and hundreds of votes.
Hundreds of votes.
And I don't know. Maybe you'll find out what
we're-
the actual best Harry Potter movie is according to the people.
Yeah, we're pretty close. There's only like 3 more polls left. So
Wow.
vote.
Go vote.
Yeah. We're getting more votes than the election.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. find Reaction Time Podcast, click on it. In the little tab up at the top that says like playlists, videos, etc. Go to the last one that says community. You'll find all of our things
And if you go to
on.
playlist, there is our podcast in order.
Yes.
From first to last.
Amen. Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
If you don't want John Wick 4 spoiled for you, bounce.
There's not a ton to...
There's some.
There is some to spoil. I would say if you want to see this at all, I would probably stop.
Yeah.
Because there's some stuff that I was like...
I would too. And even some of the little stuff,
it was so beautiful.
It's more fun to see it without knowing it's coming.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
get out of here. Okay. It's
we'll miss
visuals
you.
time.
It's visuals.
This is where I have almost all my notes.
This is like
I
the
have
best part.
so many notes and visuals, and then I have 4 other notes total over the next sections. So,
okay.
Yeah. You want to start? You want to give me some visuals notes?
Yeah, okay. So my first one's pretty far in, though.
Okay.
So, and this was the one we were actually talking about. So we said like 2 things before we did this podcast.
Yeah.
And basically there's this part where all the lights are out and there's a bunch of people with bow and arrows. And one guy gets shot in like right here.
Why is his leg's already up in the air, kind of?
Maybe he was like running or something, but his leg comes up, it goes through here, gets stuck into the wall, and he just like ragdoll like
literally as if you had stuck a pin in something that was weighted and it just flopped down and so good. And then he gets shot again to kill him. But yeah, it goes right through the side of the knee and just like pins him. It's like freaking pinned the guy on the wall at a kid's birthday party and he just flops down. Incredible.
So good.
They're so cool.
Yeah.
I have a few notes before that.
Okay, cool.
So first of all, almost for the entire movie, the cinematography is incredible. Like the shot of the Eiffel Tower, just like kind of at sunrise or sunset or whatever. It's just like so beautiful. The only time where I didn't feel that is at the end during the duel. It felt a little green screeny to me.
Yeah.
But otherwise, everything was like...
I don't know if it was like a full real sunset. It seemed a little off.
It seemed off.
Yeah.
It seemed fake. So otherwise, I mean, the sets plus the cinematography was so cool. Like when they're on top of that roof in Japan and you've got the floral bonsai tree. I don't know what it's called. And it's just like, it just gave you like some vibes that are freaking good,
even
man.
the museum where it was like, why are these random square light
literally,
boxes just
I have a note in here somewhere. I said, right when they walked into the LED room, I knew it was a great spot to kill a ton of people. You just know, because it's like...
What museum has
every John Wick movie has that one like super cool looking room where everybody dies. And I was like, here it is. I found it. This is the room. So
it was all the mirrors in that, like the clear in the third one. This was clear, but it had LEDs now,
LEDs, it was really cool. I really, I mean, this is a costume thing. I want to dress like the bad guy.
Yeah, dude.
His suits.
He was nice.
I was like, bro, well, I'm wearing the wrong clothes. Where do I get these like sequency like 3-piece suits? And like Kevlar, like
bulletproof.
Why do I look so stupid every day? I want to look like this guy.
That's the best part of John Wick is it's not just crazy gunfights. It's crazy gunfights in
bulletproof
super
suits.
nice dressed
Yeah,
people.
super. And here's the thing is like I don't know how many days this movie takes place over.
Who knows?
It feels like 3.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It has to be more.
And this guy wears like 20, 25 suits. And I'm like, does he change per meal? Does he change per hour? He just shows up and he's in a different suit. I'm like, this guy's made of money, dude. Good for him. And then just like, I had totally forgotten that they were wearing bulletproof suits. And who's like the one bad guy who doesn't really say anything, who ends up getting killed by the dog?
Just one of his henchmen.
I don't remember his name, but big dude. At the beginning, he like stops an arrow with his arm, and I was like, "Dang, bro!" But then I remembered his suit was bulletproof. But I thought it was just in his arm, and I was like, "It feels a little stupid. Like, why would you do that?"
Good.
But it was, he's okay because it was bulletproof. So, and then just the arrow stuff was real nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else?
What else you got? I loved how, even though he only used it one time, which doesn't really make sense, but the little doorbells, that Kane put around to let him know where people were was so
that was
great.
cool.
I wish I would have done that again.
Yeah, that was a good detail. The priest or father or whatever they're called, when he's just standing there and whips out the shotgun and shoots John Wick. I was like, this is the most John Wick thing to ever happen.
Some freaking priest just like
so ridiculous, but funny.
The nunchucks.
The nunchucks.
The nunchucks.
You have to. I mean, he's got to use nunchucks.
And they lasted so much longer than I thought they were going to, but they never felt stale.
Yeah.
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 Because nunchucks, in a way, are exciting for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But they lasted for like 20, and I was like, I'm still
pretty sweet.
loving
Yeah.
this. Did you ever use nunchucks? Like,
absolutely. I tried once, and I hurt myself so bad. I will not do it again.
So bad.
I don't know how on earth. I don't have any control.
Yeah.
With
they're rough.
anything. I can hardly get a spoon in my mouth. I can't. There's no way I can use nunchucks. I'm not that good. Not that talented.
When I did karate growing up, we did a lot of nunchucks, and
you did karate?
Yeah.
Great.
I got like it was like a purple belt in karate. I think was 3 away or 2 away from a black belt.
And then you gave up.
No, we didn't have any more money for me to keep going.
Craig, you should have just kept going at home, giving yourself a black belt.
Yes.
That's what a real star does.
That's what real people do.
Real people? Yes, that's what real people do.
Yeah, I did karate, and I could probably do none of it.
How long ago was this? 20 years? Or more? Or less?
No. Well, yeah. Yeah. It was probably, I think I was maybe 10 to...
Oh, yeah.
12 or 13.
Yeah, so there's
Just
like 20-something, 20
range.
years. Dang.
Yeah. The only thing that I remember from karate, I remember some of the moves, but I couldn't do them now because there's just no way. But was our saying that we had to say every single time to our sensei, right? Because, yeah, you had to, and it was, crap, I just thought of it and then I forgot about it. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Yeah.
Very good. Dang.
We said that every morning.
We should do that at our meeting in the morning.
Sensei.
So my next scene might be the scene you're talking about, but I don't know. So basically the whole scene at Arc de Triomphe, where they're going around the roundabout in France and shooting people. Is that?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
So that one's amazing.
I mean, gosh, first of all, so much happens in this roundabout. And
just the donuts at the beginning.
The donuts at the beginning, he's just doing donuts and the doors are gone on the car, correct?
Yes.
And he's just capping people.
Which now makes sense. They totally ripped that off in Mission Impossible because the doors get broken off in Mission Impossible, dude.
Yeah, but those movies came out like a month apart.
Yeah, so it was totally John Wick first.
So, yeah, totally. But, so there's that. There's a few details that I love. One, a lot of the cars are not stopping.
No, that was what I was going to bring up. Why don't they stop?
They're like, oh man, look at this crazy gunfight. Dang, gotta get home to my wife. I mean, I got to get home to my wife.
Maybe they were worried if they stopped, they would get shot.
That's actually a rational fear.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, people are getting hit by cars. Dogs are jumping off of cars. Dogs are getting hit by cars. Mm-hmm. Just the whole, anything that could have happened.
Yes.
And I loved it.
It was amazing.
It was so amazing.
But John Wick would be dead.
Several times, yes. It is ridiculous.
John Wick is the superhero.
So funny. But yeah, I mean, the freaking donuts. He did so many donuts too.
He did so many. He just kept going.
It kept going, and I thought it was going to end, and it didn't.
It just kept
Rumor
going.
has it on my TV he's still doing donuts.
He probably is.
I never finished this movie. It's just donuts over and over and over and over and over again.
Dude, we need to make a 10-hour loop of just John Wick doing donuts.
Yes, we should do that.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can make 10 hours. I don't know if we have enough people.
My gosh, that's so long. Okay. Yeah. What's your next thing? What next thing?
My next thing is when the tracker guy and the villain, whose name I don't remember, Bill Scars Schnark and Pocket I don't remember his name in the movie.
Schmoopy?
Spoopy. Snoopy.
No, hold on.
No,
I'm close.
It's Snoopy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Jean-Wick Froid,
Jean-Wick?
which take place in France. His name is Marquis.
Oh.
Marquis?
Marquis?
It would be Marquis if he's French.
Marquis. When he's talking to the tracker guy about the tracker guy's like, I want extra money to track him down, and he throws the knife down on his hand.
Oh.
And then he looks at him and he says, like, I need to know if you're the kind of man that like cowers away or like
pushes through it.
And he just slowly, there's a knife in his hand, and he just slowly, and it doesn't go away. It's the whole time you just see him pulling his hand out, and it's
yuck. It looked good though.
It looks so good.
I don't know how they did it, but it looked good. But yeah, it was nice. You're nasty. Jeez, yeah. So the next thing I've got is the flaming gun shots, the explosion rounds that he uses. So
I want that gun.
Okay, so first of all, that gun is sweet.
So
okay.
cool.
It's so cool. So all of his shots, basically, when it hits the person, it explodes and lights them on fire.
Yes.
Which is insane.
Amazing.
And I love it. That scene, though, where they're in the house or whatever, and there's no ceiling. There's no roof or anything. Yeah. So the camera is above this house, almost like you're looking at the game of Clue. Like, literally, that's what it looks like. And he's going in all these different rooms, and a lot of the choreography is relatively stupid, but it's also really cool, and it's just great. I love it.
Okay, look up a game called Hotline Miami.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Just on your computer. So this is the scene that I am talking about. That is like in my top movie scenes of all time because it is this game.
Mm-hmm.
In the exact way that people just kind of keep coming in from random places and random corners. So basically in Hotline Miami, you are John Wick. And this came out way before John Wick. But you're just going in and you're trying to shoot everybody. But if you get shot at all, you have to restart.
Oh, gotcha.
And so it's got the exact same type of music.
It looks fun.
Dude, it's so much fun. Hotline Miami is one of my favorite games of all time. And I literally like slightly screamed when that scene came on.
That's funny.
Because I was just like, oh my gosh.
Because they totally stole it from that, right?
100%. 100%. Yeah. And I loved it. I loved it.
It was really fun.
This is my favorite scene ever.
It is a very, very fun scene. Again, the choreography is like...
Oh, it's so dumb.
Pretty dumb.
Yeah. But I love it's shot as a one-shot.
Yeah.
And
the set, I mean, that's got to be one big set, right?
Oh,
There's no way it's spliced together because of all the things that are happening. I mean, movie magic, but it's like a big set with stairs and everything, and... I'd love to see a behind the scenes of that because it was incredible. It was so cool.
Yeah. So I loved and I loved how long it was. I thought they were just going to do it for a quick second.
It was very long. It was the entire scene, basically. It ended up cutting to a different camera angle, but basically everybody he killed was in that one type of shot.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Oh my gosh.
So
I love it so much. I woke my wife up because she was sleeping when me and Lindsay's dad were watching it, and I was like, oh my holy Miami! And my wife like, what the heck is going on? And I was just like, I was like so a little, funny. Like I was more of a little kid than in the Mario movie.
Yeah,
and I don't know why because it's one of my favorite games ever, but like Mario's so much more endearing to me.
Yeah,
but for some reason, just
maybe it feels more. Specific? I don't know, but yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
My next visual note is not good.
Okay. That actual scene's my last note.
Oh, okay.
So I have the one where they have the axes.
Oh, yeah.
And he chucks the axe at one of the guys, and it does a side shot, and you see it go in his head, and he just like backflips.
Yeah. It's
so cool.
It's so good.
Kane when I think they're in the kitchen. And he freaking like Popeye like charges his fist and does the uppercut.
So dumb.
So amazing.
But incredible. But yeah, so dumb.
Oh,
Yeah.
the big gamble guy falling from the top and landing on his neck on the stairs.
So good.
So good. Grabbing the gun while he was driving with the door off was so great. And then
That gave me kind of Wanted vibes. Have you seen Wanted?
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Angelina Jolie, your favorite person ever, is drifting the Viper. And James McAvoy's just like standing there. And she opens the door and drifts it into him. And he just is sitting in the car.
Nice.
So cool.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your one that's not good?
So we were actually just talking about this film, Hot Rod. So he's walking up the stairs.
Same movie, basically.
Basically. He's walking up the stairs. He's killing all these people. Cool scene. Still dumb because people are like waiting and then they run down the stairs and try to kill him and they die. And he makes it up, another flight of stairs. So many stairs. And then he ends up getting pushed down the stairs somehow. I can't remember. Maybe he gets kicked.
Oh, you didn't like that scene?
And he very, very obviously keeps rolling on purpose. And it was exactly, shot for shot, the scene from Hot Rod, where Rod Kimball is punch dancing out his rage in a wooded glen and falls off the side of the mountain and rolls down. And it's so long.
And
this
so
one is
amazing.
not meant to be funny.
No.
And it was hilarious. I was like, because here's the thing. If it was one big set of stairs, yeah. You roll down it, but you go down,
straight parts.
and then there's a big platform, and then you go down, and there's a big platform. So he'd roll, and then he'd like hit this flat part, and he'd like roll, and you can totally tell.
Like, jump roll almost.
Yeah, you can totally tell that he's like on a wire or something because he hits the flat part and then starts going faster. Like physics would not make that happen, and keeps rolling, and he rolls down. And you think it's going to stop, and it never does.
No, it never does.
And he rolls down, I don't know, 7, 8 sets of these stairs, and I'm just like, okay, what? There's like such top tier action and cinematography and choreography, and then they do something like this.
Oh, that was cartoonish.
That just confuses me so bad. So yeah, I did not.
Props to the stunt man though.
Yeah, I mean, I saw
seriously
the first behind the scenes thing I actually saw was I think it's right after. When they're in Japan, are they in Japan? Yeah, they're in Japan, and the one guy dies, the Japanese guy, the father dies, and then John Wick and his daughter go down and they're killing people, and one of the bad guys, just flies down the escalator. I saw him do that stunt. There's no wire or anything. He just throws himself down an escalator.
Really?
Yeah, it's really fun. I'd probably find it, but he just throws himself down and just like and just tumbles down, and they all run down and start shooting, but. That was fun. But yeah, this one was just cartoony and weird.
Yeah.
And then the last one I have is also kind of cartoony, but it's funny. When the dog kills the guy. Well, no, the dog doesn't kill the guy. I think the dog just eats the guy's genitalia. And then the one guy kills him.
Yes.
And then the dog pees on his head.
Yes.
I really like that.
I like
that touch.
You hit my puppy.
Yeah, you hit my puppy.
Shoots him and the dog pees on him afterwards.
So that's all my visual notes.
Okay. That was all my visual notes too.
Yeah.
So
what are you going to give it?
Oh, it's so hard because everything looked great. Yes, the falling down the stairs was very ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know why they didn't just have stairs. Because like you said, if there wasn't the flat parts in between, it would have made sense.
Honestly, my guess is probably that they couldn't find a staircase that was that long.
Yeah.
And you can't just go.
How many sets did they make?
That. You can't build that. You have to find like a mountain.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of silly.
But that one scene is a 201 for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up there. I'm gonna do 197.
Okay.
Yeah. Ending Sunset was a little not great.
Yeah.
And then the stairs was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But everything else was perfect.
I was going to do 196.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of points for like that scene with all the rooms,
even just the arrows. Why are they arrows? But like, it was so great.
Well, also, I just think about maybe that guy, because at this point with CGI, I don't know what's real. You know what I mean? But when he gets shot in the leg, I'm thinking, okay, did they replace him with a CGI double? Is it wire work? But if it's wire work, how are they getting such a good like point of contact?
And
do they cut and is the guy hanging from something? No idea. But that's what you want, right? You want to have no idea how they did that.
Yeah.
And so I just basically everything was good except for the stupid roll down the stairs and the sunset at the end. And just some of the choreography, which I know is kind of writing, but kind of also visuals, because John Wick often did not look. Keanu Reeves is getting kind of old. Mm-hmm. And while it's very impressive everything that he does, he's not moving as gracefully either. And so it's just like kind of takes away from it a little because he's like 60 years old. So,
and majority of his stuff is like wrestling move, shoot,
wrestling move, shoot.
Yeah.
Double tap. So, but overall pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty solid. Okay. I have only one story note, but I want to say more than just the one.
Okay.
But my one, I don't even remember who says it, but I really like it. Says, friendship means little when it's convenient. It's a good quote. I don't remember who says it, though.
I think it's the villain.
No, I think it's...
Or is it Winston?
No, it's Winston.
Is it Winston?
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
No, great quote.
Really good quote. Yeah. I like that a lot. And then my only other note is I like the final duel. I like that he doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
And that the villain goes to shoot him and then he kills him.
Yeah.
Really like that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
So my first story note is not Lance Riddick, who is now gone. Riddick?
What?
Riddick? The black guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was real sad.
That's sad.
His last movie. And I was sad because he was gone so fast.
I know.
In the movie. In all the other ones, he's in there a lot. And have you ever seen Fringe?
No.
Okay. He's in that, and he's really, really good.
Oh, he died. Oh, it was his last movie.
Oh, yeah. No, he died.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah,
he
died, yeah. So
March 17th.
Yeah.
He probably got it.
Yeah, because at the end it says for...
Oh, yeah.
Is it Reddick?
Uh-huh.
Riddick?
Yeah, Lance Reddick.
Yeah. I love when the Japanese dad, guests have arrived, be ready to show them hospitality.
Yeah.
And they open all the freezers and grab all the guns out of it.
That's fun.
So great. John wanting loving husband for his gravestone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then the cars. Why weren't they stopping at the...
Yeah.
Okay, one question that I want to ask. This movie takes place across the world, basically.
Yeah. We've got France, Japan, and New York, at least.
How does he get there?
Oh, it's so fast.
But how does he's a wanted person with a $20 million bounty on his head at the beginning.
He's got to know one person with a jet, right?
That doesn't want to kill him for $20 million?
Yeah, somebody who already has $20 million.
Well, where is that friend that he can use to help him?
Yeah, I don't know. No idea. Not a clue.
The one thing that I've always thought about in all the movies, and they kind of brought it up with the tracker guy. Why does everybody work together to kill him?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because
they didn't think that through.
Because wouldn't you kill the other people so you could kill John Wick?
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, I was there so I get money.
It's you're not each getting $20 million.
Yeah.
If that group of people were to kill John Wick, everybody's getting like $60.
Yeah.
Like, is that worth it?
Or they're all killing each other to get the final thing.
Feels silly.
The tracker guy, though, he was killing people throughout it. And
he gets $10 million and his dog gets $10 million.
And I was like, that makes more sense.
It does make sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of silly.
He doesn't let the dog die, which is like full circle.
Yes. So cute. Perfect. John Wick's a little doggy boy.
Yeah. Last words, Winston. Just have fun out there.
Just have fun.
Love that. And then when he says consequences, when he shoots the villain at the very end.
Consequences. His head like almost moves involuntarily when he talks. And I'm like, what is going on with this guy?
So yeah, he only said 380 words.
That is incredible.
He made $40,000 per word.
I would love to make $40,000.
I mean, it's not like it was his words that paid him the.
It is not.
$15 million
This is true.
He made.
Do you want to know his kill count over all 4 movies?
Do they have? Is it like legit?
I don't. I mean,
Okay.
it's some dude on Screen Rant counted.
Oh, okay. Screen Rant.
So decent. You want to take a guess?
582.
Like a cheeky gander. 439.
Oh, okay.
And they do have it broken down, actually.
By movie?
No, by type of kill.
Oh.
No, that's not it. Oh, John Wick's most common injuries and how many times they occurred. He was shot once, knocked to the floor 14 times, thrown through the glass 14 times, shot in bulletproof vest or suit 12 times, stabbed 6 times, asphyxiated 6 times, hit by a car 5 times,
Only 5?
got into a car accident 4 times,
Oh, okay.
thrown down the stairs 3 times, hit with a projectile of some type that was not a gun 2 times, and hit by a metal pipe 2 times.
Can we talk about when he runs out of ammo, how he just chucks the guns at people?
I mean, that's exactly what you should do.
I love that.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of hilarious.
I love that.
So good. Do you have any other story notes?
No, those are all my notes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of story things that I wanted to talk about.
Okay, go.
The duel, just in general.
Yep.
Well, there's this old rule.
That if you're
That if
part of
you-
a family of some type, you can challenge somebody from another family to shoot at each other with specific guns, but you got to flip them over on cards first to know if you're going to shoot the guns or not. And then we have to go to a specific spot at a specific time. If you don't make it, you die.
But you can still raise the bounty to
Yes.
have people kill him,
Yes.
even while this is happening.
Yes.
And even if somebody does all of that to challenge you, you can just put somebody else, because he just has the blind guy do it.
Yes. Yes.
How does a gold tooth, also from the gambler, know that that's proof?
No, that doesn't work. It's got to be like the head or something. Also, yeah, the duel, they didn't really explain the rule as to why he was allowed to shoot the other guy when he grabbed the gun, but okay.
Because he hadn't shot.
So doesn't he have to shoot at the other guy though? The
Well, yeah,
original guy?
but then the villain tags in, and he says, "I'm taking this over now," because he wanted to kill John Wick.
Oh.
But since he didn't shoot the other guy, since the villain came in, he still had his shot to the other guy, but he had replaced him.
Okay. Here's the flaw with that. Weren't they supposed to take a certain number of paces forward before
Right, but
he
he-
shot another bullet?
Right, they did, and Kane shot him, and
Yep.
then John Wick didn't shoot Kane.
Right. And so they were supposed to take 10 more steps
Well, no,
forward.
he still had his shot.
John Wick still had his shot.
Yes.
But the other guy didn't still have his shot. So why was
No.
the other guy allowed to pull the trigger?
Well, because he replaced him.
He replaced him, but they needed to, at that point, once he replaces him, then they needed to take 10 more steps forward and shoot at each other
I see
on
what
the
you
count
mean.
of 3.
I see what you mean.
You don't just walk up and
because
shoot.
They stopped at 10. That's what they said. They would stop at 10 paces apart.
Okay, and then what?
And then I think they could just keep shooting at each other in theory.
Maybe I
yeah.
missed that part.
I don't know if they specify that, but that's what I'm assuming.
Okay. Okay, what else you got?
I guess that's really my biggest things that I wanted. I just thought that, again, it was very dumb, but at the same time, how do you have 4 movies of this anyways? So
It's incredible.
it's incredible.
Good for them.
I
And they come up with new stuff every time. So, I mean, good for them.
Oh, the other thing I want to bring up, what the villain says he doesn't want to kill John Wick. He wants to kill the idea of John Wick.
Yeah.
What does blowing up the hotels have to do with the idea of John Wick?
See, it's not about money. It's about sending a message. I don't know. I have no idea. I cannot justify almost anything in
That's
this
a
movie.
much better movie.
Yes. Yeah, I cannot justify anything in this movie.
okay.
All I know is that it's fun to look at.
Oh my gosh.
So
You throw the story out.
could literally turn off the sound and the subtitles and just watch and be fine. You know what I mean?
You need the sound though.
Yeah, just turn off the dialogue.
Turn off the dialogue. Keep the music.
Keep the music.
Keep the sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it then?
Yeah.
What do you got? Story.
So I actually really like how it ends.
Does he really die? Probably not.
I mean, it's off screen. Right?
Yeah,
I
which
mean,
means he's coming back.
which means there is the option for him coming back. If
Except for they
wanted to.
also instead set up the other guy.
Well, they did the Continental
Yeah.
show, and then there's a spin-off series in the works with, I think, a girl.
Oh.
I don't know if she's from the John Wick universe or if it's just somebody else. I didn't ever see the Continental. But that was basically just Winston and his becoming the person that he is.
Speaking of Hot Rod, Winston, Frank.
Oh my gosh, I never pieced that
really?
together.
I can't ever see him as anything else. I literally just see him as Frank when I watch John Wick.
I think you just ruined that movie for me now.
I am asleep. Almost. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. What's your score?
I'll do a 138.
Okay. I was a little worried that you're going to be like 189. And I was like,
No.
because I was going to give it a 133.
No, it's
So-
not great.
Yeah.
I like the dog, him not killing the dog.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I
it's got some good stuff.
yeah, it does.
But,
And I like how it ended.
yeah.
So it was a fitting end.
Okay. Acting.
Keanu Reeves, not great.
Can I tell you what I wrote?
Okay.
Why is Keanu Reeves so bad? I can't even picture what it would look like if he was good.
It
Literally.
felt worse in this movie, though.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it has always been bad, but yes, it was worse in this movie.
John Wick 1 through 3, he didn't really bother me.
It got progressively worse, I would
Before,
say.
I was like,
It was
he
really...
can't even say yeah without sounding.
Yeah. It was just... Like, literally, I cannot picture this movie if his acting was good. What a different movie it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And he shows a lot of teeth for saying yeah, too. Like, it's like this, but it's not, his teeth aren't together, so he's not doing like Creed.
So, Matrix,
Yeah.
he was fine.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not great, but not bad.
Great, not great, but not bad. First John Wick, I thought he was pretty. I thought actually he was pretty good.
Yeah. Not great, but pretty good.
Yeah.
No
Nothing-
Bob Odenkirk.
No, nothing crazy, but not like distracting.
Just medium.
yeah.
Yeah.
Destination Wedding is a movie I'm going to have you watch.
Okay.
With him.
Is that older or newer?
It's newer.
Okay.
It's him and Sigourney Weaver.
Okay.
And it is the most.
John Wick meets
No,
Holes meets
Nope.
Avatar
There's
meets
no
Speed
action.
meets The Matrix.
There's no action in this movie.
But with no action.
It is one of the weirdest movies I've ever
gosh.
seen, but it's hilarious
Okay.
in certain parts. But he acts fine. And that probably was like maybe 2020.
Oh. I'm curious to see what happens then.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
For something was off though.
Yeah.
Something was off.
I would say
which is probably
if
why
we're
they
just-
wanted him to talk.
if we're just
not
talking
at all.
about dialogue,
Mhm.
I would honestly, if I had to use a word, I would say he was bad.
Yeah.
I try to give him like all the credit he deserves because he's America's sweetheart and he did so good with the gunplay, but it's bad.
Yeah, his dialogue acting is bad. His choreography
is good.
Gun fu is, I would say, great at some points too. Yeah. For how old he is.
And then
He's
everybody
no Tom
else,
Cruise.
no, he's no Tom Cruise, absolutely not.
But nobody else is.
And they're about the same age. Tom Cruise is actually maybe a little older.
I think he's just a slight bit older.
John Wick is 59, and Tom Cruise is 60, right?
Mm-hmm. Tom might even be 61 now.
Yeah, he's 61. So,
but he makes Tom Cruise seem like a good actor.
He does.
Tom Cruise isn't that great of an actor.
He's not that great. Tom Cruise is kind of middle of the road for me. But everybody else, as far as main characters, were pretty good. I did notice that a lot of, and then this is kind of normal, but a lot of the side bad guys were, again, just overly side bad guy, campy, weird, whatever.
Yeah.
And especially the big guy, the big poker guy.
Yeah, he was
not good.
No.
But then the tracker was great.
Kane was great.
Is always great. Winston's good. Skarsgård, I thought was really good. I just like him.
Okay.
There's something about him.
I like him too, but
got something to it.
His accent.
His accent was kind of off. Yeah. So
I would say the tracker and Winston and probably Kane were like the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Winston wasn't in it a ton, but he always, just him like walking down that freaking massive long hallway of all of like the paintings and everything.
So cool. Yeah.
So cool.
I really like that. So, and Winston was good, but honestly, still not great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not winning an Oscar.
Yeah.
So I would say as far as just strictly acting / dialogue acting, this movie is probably around the 150, 60 area for me.
Yeah.
And then with all the physical acting, closer to the 190s. Are you going to include that? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's acting.
I'm going to include that.
Okay.
I think that carries a little less weight, maybe because I put a lot of that in the visuals and stuff.
Yeah. I think where he says so little,
yeah,
I would say his physical acting is a little bit more than his actual acting.
He says so little, but every time he does it, it hurts so bad.
Yeah, it does.
That's what's so weird about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a 167.
Okay. I'll do a 178.
Okay.
I'll bump it up just a little more just because of how well Keanu Reeves did with everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
He's kind of like Hayden Christensen.
I can see.
No, Hayden Christensen I think is much better actor.
I do too.
Yeah. Especially in Ahsoka, he was so good.
He was really good.
He was so good.
I can see the similarities at some points, though.
In Revenge of the Sith,
maybe there are some dialogue deliveries that are like,
Revenge of the Sith.
Nope, that ain't it.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
But after learning all of the training and stuff he did, like Keanu Reeves, it brings it up a lot for me.
Okay, let's see.
Sound, score.
So, I mean, I don't have a lot written down.
Okay.
I only really have two things. I mean, first of all, just the sound design for stuff. It was great as always.
So good.
Just all the hits and gunshots and everything is great.
The impact of that.
Yeah, the impact. When they're at the Japanese Continental, when they're kind of introducing that and the song that's there, it's freaking cool. Kind of gave me vibes of when
Is it the club?
No, I don't think so. I think that's when they're like they're like panning just around, like they're in the Continental, the hotel.
Oh yeah.
It kind of gave me vibes of when remember when we saw Ant-Man and Bill Murray shows up and there's that song and we're like, this is the score for this movie, and then it absolutely wasn't. That's the same vibes I got.
Okay.
Really, really cool song. And then just throughout the movie, and I think it was a little bit of sound, like score actually mixed with some of the visuals, but gave me some Tron vibes.
Oh, yeah.
During a lot of the movie, and I was like, okay.
Oh, totally down for that.
Actually, do you know who did this score?
I don't.
Let's find out.
I love the punching at the beginning.
The punching.
Him hitting the...
Oh,
also, what... So the is it Bowery King?
That sounds right, but I don't really know.
He comes with a suit, and then like a pentagon of fire comes.
Oh yeah.
What was that about?
Not sure I know.
He's like, "Are you ready?" And then it like.
Yo, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Tyler Bates and Joel J. Richard.
Okay.
But dude.
With or Without You, U2 at the club, but it was like a remix.
Well, honestly, and I was like, oh, I think I'd listen to this.
100%.
So it was really good. I was a fan. I don't have any other actual notes.
Paint It Black. When
What's
she was
that?
like, we're gonna paint it red. The radio lady. That was the other thing I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
There's a radio station. And all the assassins are just always listening to this radio station.
Pretty stupid detail, if I'm being fully honest with you.
What?
Pretty dumb thing to throw in there. Like, how can we get everybody to this information? It's like, dude, 101.9, The Assassin. It's like, oh my goodness. Are you kidding me?
When they play Paint It Black, and when she's like, we're gonna paint it red, and then they play Paint It Black.
Yeah, that was good.
There was a song called Nowhere to Run that was really, really good.
Okay.
Oh, okay. The song while he's climbing the stairs. So, shout out to Thane, one of our supporters, because he showed me this song. It's called Genesis by Justice, and it's playing while he's climbing the stairs. Oh, such a good song.
Okay.
And then there's two other songs, Eye for an Eye and I Would Die for You, which was the credits song, which I really thought was really cool because it was like a John Wick song. So I loved the score. It was that game Hotline Miami, which is just a bunch of techno, EDM, crazy dance music while a bunch of people are being murdered in the face.
I don't see the song Genesis on the soundtrack.
Okay.
But I have to look into it. What I love, the first song is called Big Wick Energy. Which,
Big
wow.
Wick?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is incredible.
There's one called Blood Code.
Blood Code?
Yeah.
I don't think I see that either.
My phone was notifying me.
Original motion picture soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to listen to it and see.
But that's also the original soundtrack. So that doesn't always include like the songs
that's
they
true.
play.
Yeah, it might not.
Yeah. If you look up like a Spotify playlist, that is like the John Wick soundtrack.
yeah.
They'll have it all
That makes sense.
laid out on there.
Any other score notes?
No.
So what are you going to give the score?
I'll do 195.
Okay.
I loved it.
That is actually exactly what I was going to give.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely Tron vibes,
Oh yeah.
which I really liked.
Yeah.
Especially when they're in their room with all the LEDs. I was like, this is just Tron.
Dude, we just need Daft Punk right now.
Oh my gosh.
Can they come back?
Is Daft Punk going to come back for the next Tron? Like, is it possible to make another Tron movie without Daft Punk? Who would take up the mantle? No.
I don't know who.
It doesn't work. Nobody can do
Odessa,
it.
maybe? They could do pretty well.
Yeah, Odessa could be cool.
They could do.
I know there's a lot of people who could make a cool soundtrack. Whoever made that one song in Ant-Man,
Bring
just
him.
bring him in.
I
Hey,
need to
sir,
look up-
can you do this for everything?
I need to listen to that whole soundtrack so I can find that one song.
I know. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
So here's my thoughts.
Okay.
I think Daft Punk probably would come back for the new Tron movie,
Wow, really?
but Jared Leto is the head, so I don't think they will.
Yeah. What do we think? What do we think that guy's name was?
Can I ask you something? In the Tron movie, are we going to have It's Morbin Time?
Like, are they going to do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's already in. Did you not see the trailer?
Oh my gosh. I didn't see the trailer.
It's Mormon time over and over again.
What? That's crazy.
I know.
What?
I know.
I know.
I know. What is that guy's name? What is Bill Murray's name in Quantumania? You have any idea?
Yeah, no.
Dang it. I want to find the...
Do you know how much I remember about that movie?
probably
That
not.
song.
One of the songs is literally called Honey, I Shrunk the Energy Core. Yikes.
No, the soundtrack names are actually kind of insane.
They are kind of good. He's king, he saw, he conquered.
Uh-huh.
Kind of good.
I posted on our Discord like when it came out because there's some pretty funny ones in there.
What is this place? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, vibe.
200.
200
200
from
for me.
Craig.
Yep.
Nice.
Just for that one scene.
Nice. I'm going to give it a 197.
Okay.
Just for the things that I was like,
Yeah, it's
are you
dumb.
kidding? Like, mostly every time Keanu Reeves opened his mouth, when he rolled down the stairs, and that last sunset scene, that I was like, those are my 3 points off.
Yeah.
Right there.
That makes sense.
But not bad.
Hey, only 1 point for each of those. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the rest was a vibe.
Oh, dude, my gosh.
So
That
vibey.
was such a vibe.
What do you got? How much you give it out of 1,000?
Crap.
Guess now. Guess. Go.
934.
908.
908?
Yep. Sorry, buddy.
Dang. What else
okay.
did I score?
I think I
low?
gave it.
Oh, the story.
You scored the
and
score,
the acting.
story and the acting relatively low. Yeah. I gave it less than you did probably.
yeah.
So 888.
No, I'm gonna like 874.
I gave it an 888.
No way!
I straight up did. What's up? I'm a winner.
We haven't guessed one in a long time.
Wow. I was just kind of being goofy, honestly, about that number, but
888.
888.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty close to your 9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is pretty close. It's not close to your 9.9.
Oh no, not at all.
No, not. But yours is a vibe.
Mine's vibe and visuals.
Yeah.
And score.
I feel like you know the box office of this a little better than I do.
I don't
you remember?
actually. I know it's the best, the
Yeah.
highest one. But
Man, I don't even think I know the ballpark. Okay.
this came out with Super Mario. Not with Super Mario,
But
but
right before, 2 weeks before.
yeah.
Okay, I think
I know it's good.
I think I have my number.
Okay.
But that could be way off.
Ooh, I don't.
Oh, am I super? I'm gonna. Be
And I
super
might be
low.
super high because I'm thinking it broke all the John Wick records. But what were they before? Were they 100 million? And
Yeah.
This broke it.
Okay.
Ooh, crap. Okay.
Okay. You go first. I'll go second.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, you're going first.
No, you go first.
Okay,
I'll
I'm
go
going
second.
first.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
453.
510. Oh. Oh. See,
I
if you thought
almost
you were
went
high.
I almost went over 5.
Oh no, you thought you were high, and I thought I was low.
I think you won.
Okay, wait. What did you say?
453.
You said 453.
I was gonna literally say like 515.
Oh, really?
And then I was like,
Okay.
no, that might be too high.
I think I'm high. Dude.
I think it might be around the 6s.
John Wick Chapter 4. Oh, dude. 440 million.
Oh, dang.
You almost hit that on the head.
Dang.
440.
I actually didn't know at all. So
I knew I was. Well, actually, I thought I was low.
I honestly thought I was gonna be low.
Dang. Well, congrats on your dub.
That's really good though
Yeah,
for that movie.
that is really good.
Rated R, 3 hours long.
Yeah.
It's no Oppenheimer, but
Yeah, seriously. Ugh, Oppenheimer.
dude, that almost broke $1 billion.
Did it really?
Yeah,
What did it end at?
I think it was like 9.
Where did that come from?
Barbenheimer.
No, because remember, it didn't do very well during Barbenheimer. And then afterwards, everybody
well, I think it still just
saw
kept
it.
going.
952?
Yeah, dude, it almost broke $1 billion.
Rutro Raggy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okie dokie.
Barbenheimer.
Are we doing something awards next week?
Yeah,
I think we should.
we have to.
I think we have to. I'm halfway through Rebel Moon. Give it a watch.
Probably better with the director's cut.
Honestly, yes. Because I was looking
I
at...
hate that, though.
But here's the thing. Here's the only reason I can see that making sense is if his director's cut is R. Because there's a lot of scenes in this movie, because it's PG-13, there's a lot of things where they don't show what's happening. Like a lot of the action.
But why?
Because PG-13, way more people are going to watch it.
Extraction 2 was rated R, and that was like one of the highest Netflix things.
Yeah, that's true. But think about this. Think about this.
Think about what? It's
PG-13.
Netflix.
Wait, PG-13.
10 hours long.
Wait. PG-13. You get a bunch of people to watch it, bunch of families, etc. Right? And then you release the R cut, so a bunch of the adults who have already watched it watch it again. That's the difference.
Here's my problem.
I know it's stupid,
Here's my problem,
but it's also
though.
smart.
If your PG-13 version isn't that great, how many people are going to come back and watch the director's
that's yet
cut?
to be determined.
Yeah.
I'm halfway through and I'm like
Justice
kind of
League
vibing with it a little bit.
was a little different because
It was
Zack
way
Snyder
different.
stopped,
Yeah.
and then it was taken over by the Avengers guy,
Joss
Whedon.
Whedon. Weeble-deeble? Wait, was it Joss Whedon or James Gunn?
No, it wasn't
Joss
James
Whedon.
Gunn. It was Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
And then that made a little more sense because then he brought back his version of it.
We'll see.
I just hate every movie
I know.
like he comes out with like, you need to see the director's cut. But you
Like,
make the
aren't
director's
you the
cut.
director, bro? Just make your cut, bruh.
I understand in the theater, right? You don't want to...
Yeah, 4
Most
hours.
people wouldn't have seen the Lord of the Rings with the extended
Right.
editions in the theaters the first time.
Yeah.
Once they saw it, obviously, you see only the extended editions because it's the only things that matter.
Yeah.
But the movies are amazing without the extended
Right.
editions, and they're just made better.
Yeah.
I just feel like Zack Snyder's
We'll see what happens.
excuse.
Maybe. I don't know. I can see it both ways. All right, Craig. We'll do the
Awards.
second annual Something Awards next week.
So if anybody has any kind of category you would like us to add to the Something Awards,
Or
let us know.
subtract.
Or subtract. Yeah, if there's... We really did. There was
know.
there was very
There was a
little
lot,
that we
yeah.
did. We're going to do basically what we did last year. We're trying to think of a few more things to add into it, but if you think of anything, let us know. Drop it in the Discord. Comment on our YouTube channel. You can really anywhere.
Yeah, we'll see it.
We'll see it. So
Okay, Mr. Craig.
it was me last time.
I know.
It's you now.
Okay, here we go. Russia. Russia eats.
I totally was gonna guess it was Eats.
I don't like eats. I don't want to do eats anymore. Russian envelopes ate cannibals.
Oh, 8.
Thanking. What?
I don't know. I'm just.
Oh.
I'm vibing with the.
Oh,
You didn't do eats, but you did 8.
yeah.
How does envelopes 8 cannibals?
Russian envelopes ate cannibals in the past.
But how's an envelope eat a cannibal?
Well, you don't know about these envelopes. Russian envelopes eat cannibals.
8
Thinking
cannibals.
8 cannibals inside of Neptune's titties. Mother Elizabeth. God save the Queen.
Where was the eye?
Titties is Mother Elizabeth. I don't know. Whatever. It's all the same.
Oh my god.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Titties is Mother Elizabeth.